To my mind, the old masters are not art, their value is in their scarcity. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. If parents pass enthusiasm along to their children, they will leave them in a state of incalculable value. Restlessness is discontent, and discontent is the first necessity of progress. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man and I will show you a failure. The most necessary task of civilization is to teach people how to think. It should be the primary purpose of our public schools. The mind of a child is naturally active, it develops through exercise. Give a child plenty of exercise, for body and brain. The trouble with our way of educating is that it does not give elasticity to the mind. It casts the brain into a mold. It insists that the child must accept. It does not encourage original thought or reasoning, and it lays more stress on memory than observation. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. His genius he was quite content in one brief sentence to define: of inspiration 1%, of perspiration 99. Failure is really a matter of conceit. People don't work hard because, in their conceit, they imagine they'll succeed without ever making an effort. Most people believe that they'll wake up someday and find themselves rich. Actually, they've got it half right, because eventually they do wake up. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. Vision without execution is hallucination. What a man's mind can create, man's character should control. I am proud of the fact that I never invented weapons to kill. Personally, I enjoy working about 18 hours a day. Besides the short cat naps I take each day, I average about 4 to 5 hours of sleep per night. A man's best friend is a good wife. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. There are no rules here, we're trying to accomplish something. Someday, man will harness the rise and fall of the tides, imprison the power of the sun, and release atomic power. It's obvious that we don't know 1/millionth of 1% about anything. People are not remembered by how few times they fail, but by how often they succeed. Every wrong step is another step forward. One might think that the money value of an invention constitutes its reward to the man who loves his work. But I continue to find my greatest pleasure, and so my reward, in the work that precedes what the world calls success. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try just one more time. Results. Why, man, I have gotten a lot of results. I know several thousand things that won't work. The first requisite for success is the ability to apply your physical and mental energies to one problem incessantly without growing weary. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. If we did all the things we are capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Great ideas originate in the muscles. Nonviolence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. There is far more opportunity than there is ability. I never did a day's work in my life, it was all fun. Not everything of value in life comes from books. Experience the world. Being busy does not always mean real work. The object of all work is production or accomplishment, and to either of these ends there must be forethought, system, planning, intelligence, and honest purpose, as well as perspiration. Seeming to do is not doing. We shall have no better conditions in the future if we are satisfied with all those which we have at present. Hell, there are no rules here, we're trying to accomplish something. Nearly every man who develops an idea works it up to the point where it looks impossible, and then he gets discouraged. That's not the place to become discouraged. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. There will one day spring from the brain of science a machine or force so fearful in its potentialities, so absolutely terrifying, that even man, the fighter, who will dare torture and death in order to inflict torture and death, will be appalled. And so abandon war forever.